Wow, look. This is what. Ooh. Ooh, that footwork. What's going on, everyone? Today we are reacting to a 17 Super requested by Mariah. Comment down below, give them some love, and if you guys got requests, you guys know what to do. Head over to the Patreon. Right off the bat, I'm already appreciating how much space they're using, how much of the floor they're using, because it kind of takes me back to high school when we had to use like basketball gyms for the amount of dancers that we would be using, like 30 at one time. It was normal for me to be a part of numbers that had that many people. Look at that starting position. I love this up angle, this down shot from the practice. Nice start. Okay. Wow, look. This is what. Ooh. Ooh, that footwork. Ooh. Wow! Wow! This level of difficulty of choreography with this big of a number is wild. Woo! From this far, you can still see that small movement, man. It's so good. They said we're gonna be doing all the ripples, man. Ooh, okay. A vibe change. Hey, hey, oh, okay. Hey. Yeah, this is anthemy and epic as fuck, dude. Oh my god. God damn. This is like what you can do when you have when you're able to have such a when you have access to so much talent with you. Look, my god. It just amplifies what the artists can do. Whoa, these dynamics. Oh. Ooh, just the swag. Ooh! I love that their choreography is like evolved like over the time as well. Ooh. I love that, like, walk in place. Nice, nice. Beautiful, wow. Holy crap, look how far they are. They said they had budget for dancers for this one, man. This shit is hype, dude. Oof. Ooh. Wow. Okay. First off is like, wow. The whole, how amplified this performance was with the backup dancers, because 17 is already great, but adding this amount of dancers to the number just amplified their greatness even more, especially with this level of choreography, with the texture changes, the style changes, because I saw like multiple different like choreography styles thrown in there, and then the formation changes, and then the dynamics and the amount of floor they have to cover even more now, because if it's a small group, you know, you don't need to take up that much room. But this big, it's a whole army. It's like they're making a statement, like, boom, this is us. It's nasty. And then how much more you can play with it. Fandoms are going to be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm just comparing dance styles. Get over it. Okay. I think the only other person that I've seen that's similar or metaphorically similar to this is when I saw Jimin's Set Me Free, is because it was the use of scale, or even BTS's drawing comparisons of like how well backup dancers can amplify a performance. Was it Run BTS? Like the scale, like what you can do with a huge number of backup dancers. Whew, not just 3 or 4 or 5, but a whole friggin' crew, like 20. This just amplified it because their energy was just boom, boom, boom. They did like something that I brought up in one of the previous videos is like there are so many dancers that they essentially made like their own human stage using the dancers. It's so wild. Like this is a great example of what you can do if you're able to have a big group, because there's so much more you can do in terms of layers, in terms of ripples, in terms of dynamics. It's so, you know, there's a lot more you can play with. So let's hop on to the analysis. Yo, hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you're liking videos here and want to get early access to it, or even get exclusive access to content I react to, like Road to Kingdom and other content that probably gets blocked on YouTube, make sure to check out my Patreon. If you've got an artist, song, or any particular request you want me to react to, I have a special tier for that too. Missed out on my stream? It'll be up there as well. So if you want early and exclusive content around this channel or opportunity for requests, make sure to check out the Patreon. See you guys there. Can I say, like, I know they're singing, but if I see this in a competition, I'm like, what the fuck? Who's battling for like second or third at this point? Because the level of difficulty in the choreography, everything they're doing is just far out. Okay, yeah, one thing I completely lost train of thought, like just use the levels right here. Got a mid-level or kind of a low level here, standing level, and then we got this kind of ziggurat kick kind of effect. That's the part that sucks with this, is like you can barely see what's happening here. Probably because the screen's so small for me right now, but yeah, this beautiful ripple. And the song, how it starts is like, but it's almost like you're turning up the volume, like, what? Is this my song right now? I'm gonna go dance. 1, 2, ba da 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 da. It's a simple way, like pivot up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's simple turn up, pose. But look at this image though, man. So much happening. And this is what I'm talking about too. Like this is what like was normal, like when I'd see competitions, like you'd see a front group doing something and then the back group setting up, or back group's is gonna or there's a different layer of choreography happening simultaneously. But with that, oh my god, it's so much. This friggin' transition, look how far. Where's this guy? Even though it's just here and here, and he's just transitioning, that's still far though, dude. I think he's like, well, here to here, here to here. It's still, that's a lot. How many counts was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 counts to get there. Still though, like to get into that huge ass block formation. 2, 3, 4. And we got some crazy footwork right there. Heel, toe, pivot. I feel like this is a pretty popular footwork pattern. Heel, toe, bat, heel, toe, pivot, bat. They had a step to this one because they did the same step footwork pattern or similar footwork pattern for the Jimin Like You, but this one is much more like a bounce and bounce and bounce. The other one was more like a smooth pivots. This one was a little bit more aggressive. Da, da, da. Heel and toe and pivot and switch. Yeah. Because I've also seen one of our members when she taught a workshop. She taught the same footwork pattern. So what I really like about that footwork in the beginning that they did in the beginning, I feel like it's kind of a popular footwork right now, and it's pretty nice. So it's essentially did a heel toe, heel, bring it back in, pivot, pivot. I think pivot, ball change. Okay, and then I think, I mean, fans, please, don't be mad at me if I bring 2 different artists in this, because there's only so much moves you can do under the sun that like there's gonna be a lot of similarities. It's different execution. But anyways, if you have a problem with it, get over yourself. This is dance. Okay, so the other person that I thought that did this well, but in a completely different way, was how Jimin did it in his Like You video, because they did it in a more here kind of more subtle way.
This one they did ba, 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 ba. More sharp. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? I feel like I'm awkward right now. Yeah. So the way they did it is like very much, it's a lot more. But the way they did it is a boom. It's much smoother in terms of same position, heel toe, pivot, pivot, ball change. So it's not so much hitting the shapes, but you're kind of letting yourself go through the movement. Boom, 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 ball change. Again, but with this one, it's very sharp, sharp, ba, 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 ba. So just same movement, different execution. And that's what I found like really cool, because just from the regular person, they can't tell the difference.
Oh my God, look how much more visual that is. Just with these ripples and pickups. And look how much more, like how epic this curtain reveal is. Bam! Bigger group happened in the back. Again, because you got backup dancers, you can create a whole ass story behind them, like a whole scene, because it looks like they're opposing and looks like they're just jumping across, but still it's like. And then look at this visual from here, this 2 blocks here, and then this. So here's a thing, like that's great too, like you can have like multiple formations happening at the same time. But oh yeah, what is this footwork, man? It's like a jump onto their heel, step, step. Oh, it's like a heel. This was almost like a replace. Yeah, heel, toe, replace, and out. But this is not this shape right here. What?
This footwork is pretty nasty. It's simple, but there's a nice little illusion to make it look like they're tripping, because I had to watch like each member do it differently. It's this, I think it's a boom, they go here, instead of a step back, tap, tap, into the next move, they do a ba, kind of like a replace, but on a lean back, tap, tap. So, and it's super fast, da, 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 da. So I would need to like actually drill that a couple times. My hammies are tired from leg day, but no excuses, we're here. I guess kind of explaining it's more like boom, they kind of like a boom. Some people would just do boom, step, back, back. With this, again, what I love is they did a little bit of a boom, a replace, and a little bit more of a lean. Boom, replace, see that? Boom, boom. Kind of looks like, it's kind of like give a tripping effect, da, da. So, ba, ba, da, da. So, love that, love that, love that.
It's a little trickier here because everyone's wearing dark clothing. It's kind of blending. So thank God for this gray flooring, because you can see things a little bit more. Da 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 da. Ooh, like da 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 da. Crazy musicality. And look how they peel off. There's more layers to peel, literally. Like peel, peel, peel. Boom. Look at the visual changes that they're able to do. Bam, bam. And then here's another group. Bet you didn't see that coming. Again, like just how much bigger these ripples are, which also means please hit your timing, because you can kind of get away with it. With this, you can hide a lot more. I'll probably insert like the whole thing I mentioned about hiding informations, but you can definitely hide a lot more in terms of like placement here, because there's so much people.
I'm almost as tall as you. Okay.
Did you mean to say that to her?
Yeah, so going back into this, so going back to, let's actually space it out a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Max being nice and, yeah, in a nice window. So if we do this motion, boom, same thing. You, based off your angle, like Max might be hitting that angle, maybe she might not be. This is, again, a good way to, you can easily hide people that just blend. So.
Good timing. Oh, this vibe changes everything, dude. I thought they were gonna go into like boom, boom, like something big, but they went to like something smooth.
All right, so what I loved about that part in the choreography, I think it's like the chorus, it's like but where they just, it seems like they're building up to another like big drop, but it goes into something at least to me, something is super smooth. I love the texture changes. They go from like flow, 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 hoop, sharp, da 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 da. Like this, the nice variety of the movement. Again, I love how when choreography interweaves like the sharp, boom, to smooth and flowing, or even the grooves. So I love how they went from flow to sharp to da da do to more like aggressive like type of movements. Ba ba boom ba ba. So I'm not going too aggressive right now. I'm not trying to drop my mic, but I love it when choreography kind of just interweaves. I love like those 3 different styles that I saw at least. So again, from flowing to precise, ba, hitting exact shapes, and then going into more ba, 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 kind of like in your face, bigger, aggressive type of movements. So again, if you can do that with your own choreography and whatnot, that I think that adds a nice variety. But then you got to make sure the challenging part is you don't want to throw too much where it's overwhelming or it doesn't make sense. But again, it goes back to like people in general, like stability, predictability, and unpredictability or variety. So if I do like just a flowing motion the whole time, okay, it'd be cool, but it can probably get boring. Or, okay, I'm doing a lot of variety just by doing different levels. But if I'm just doing this the whole time, this nice flow, it gets boring. Okay, but if I'm doing this same concept, but say I'm doing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. So add a little variety out of just this one motion. Or I can go ba 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 ba, and back to a flow. You see the difference? I'm just doing my arm, but just showing a lot of variety. Same thing with the whole. I can flow here, but then I can go ba 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 da ba, sharp, back to a flow kind of motion. But again, that kind of variety helps when I'd say, at least for me, in terms of what I like, that type of variety gives a nice, surprise and delight when it comes to putting the choreography. The last thing you want to do is have your choreography be monotonous or your freestyle.
Man. Zoom in on that choreography real quick, man. Lean, turn, swing. So they swing with their left. Boom, turns the knee. Ooh, that foot swivel as they rise. Ba 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 ba. God damn, dude. Da 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 da. Woo. Dun dun dun. Boom. Da 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 da. Boom. Da, 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 da. God damn, their musicality is so fucking good. Yeah, and then they're showcasing a lot more of the choreography, like the newer current gen of choreography, because this is such a different style of choreography compared to the other stuff that I've previously watched. This is like 2023 style choreography, and they're doing it so well. I think that's a sign of like great artists, is the ability to like kind of reinvent and adapt to the new stuff that's happening as well. So the fact that they adapted that new style choreography and executing it so well, it's mind-blowing. Da da da, boom, da 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 da. Ooh, just that repetition of just the travel motion. Hey, oh, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Ooh, and they do a little bit of a spread out because they're taking up a room already, but just a little bit of spread. Ba da 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 da, boom boom. So it's like that's definitely like something ba 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 ba, like that amount of repetition. I still like, for me, a sign of like the newer stuff, 2023 stuff, because I came from like an era where a lot of different unique shapes, ba ba ba, a lot of unique shapes. But what I really admire about this generation of choreographers is the amount of grooves that they do, and it feels so good. And then this one going to much more aggressive, in your face, big movements. Boom. Big, 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 big. Like, just the energy change there, man. The shapes, man, the shapes. All right, next moment here. Oh yeah. Here, I just love the atmosphere that it can do, because he's perfectly framed here, but look at this extra energy that he has all around him. Just like notice the difference of just him being alone if he was just walking versus the group. He's a powerful performer, but the addition of all the other dancers just adds a layer of energy. It's different, right? Because he's obviously singing and rapping at that part, but the backup dancers are just like human visualizers at that point. But yeah, yeet. Ooh, I love the additional. He didn't have to do that. Like, see, like the bottom right here, he just threw himself. Boom. Ooh, okay, I like that play with that lantern. That added a nice dramatic effect. In this one, he added like a little bend to give him a little bit more height. I think just brings up the risk factor even more. But with that, because he was a little higher, he had to really catch that landing to make that catch right here. But this definitely was a lot more like, had a lot more style and flair. Definitely felt like it was more controlled. Ooh, they just, look at that formation change right here. Da 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 da. Woo! Beautiful. These visuals, man. The backup dancers are carrying a lot of the work for the dancing. These guys, obviously 17, are masterful dancers, but like it saves them a lot of energy, like just for them to be able to focus on just performing. Next moment. Ooh. Just that energy that you see on that part. Again, amplifies their performance so much. Look at all that. Big. Bap. And like it gives an opportunity for like the rest of the guys who just did their section and killed it. Now they got these guys coming in to do their part while they kind of get a moment to breathe and rest. Yeah, I love this. Like this part reminds me of like the performers use and the dancers essentially like a human stage for them, because we got them on a mid-level, them on a standing level as they walk around. Hella visual, man. Look at that. Woo! So much, man. God damn. So many dancers. It's so cool. That simple, like, da-da-da-da-da-da. That simple ripple. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, man. That's definitely one way to amplify what they do well already, is just add more talented people around them and then you just amplify it. So I hope the main thing that you guys take away from it is like, one, how numbers can definitely impact a performance. Yeah, that's the main thing. Shit. How numbers can definitely impact the performance, but also like be mindful how if you really need like 50 or 60 dancers, because that's a lot. I remember one year I directed like 50 dancers and it was just way too overwhelming. We couldn't even fit any rehearsal space, at least at the time. Yeah, that's it. Let's hop on to the next one.